Hello and welcome to Sharky Does Sports. Another week and we are back. We're consistent as ever, keeping it going. And we've got the round table today again. And today I'm joined by a very special cast. I know I say this every week, but trust me guys, genuinely this week is special. It's a very, very special list. Next to me we've got star player in a suit looking good. Oh my God.
Suave.
Wow. Looking clean. What happened? Where'd you come from?
France?
Oh, what happened there?
Ballon d'Or.
Okay, fresh from the Ballon d'Or. Stars was there.
I thought Drogba was hosting it, not Nelka.
Okay. Yeah, that.
Opposite stars, we have got Sugar Sean left the gloves at home today.
Yeah, people getting onto me still. Too many comments.
TikTok are confused.
TikTok, why is he wearing gloves indoors?
Yep. And next to Sean, we have got Gymshark's latest athlete.
Oh, come on, you already know.
Oh, she's wearing the merch as well.
Semi.
Yeah, I'm joking, but Gymshark, if you're watching, any representative from Gymshark, if you're watching, so any brand, shout us, man. We'll wear your products. We'll have your drinks on the table. Let us know. Hit my email. It's in the description.
Yeah, Nestle's getting free promo right now.
Yeah, what's going on? We've got Liban on the table. Welcome back, Liban. Welcome back, Liban. As usual, I like to add this. If you are listening to the audio right now on Spotify and iTunes, thank you very much. Make sure to hit the follow button. But if you do want to see our faces, head over to YouTube and type in Sharky Does Sports. And vice versa, if you want to just listen to us on a long drive, just go to Spotify and iTunes and listen to Sharky Does Sports. Also, get involved with the hashtag SDSPod on Twitter. We do read the hashtags. It does influence what videos we make. We made a whole Ballon d'Or video last time purely because of a tweet by someone using the hashtag SDSPod. And also check out the TikTok at SDSPod. All right. This Thursday, Arsenal versus Man United. Or Man United versus Arsenal. You guys are the home team. I'll give you guys the first name. What do we think about that game? Well, first of all, Rangnick has been announced. So can we talk about Rangnick first of all?
I want to talk about the Chelsea United game first.
Oh, let's briefly talk about it because the title is not United versus Arsenal. But let's talk about Chelsea United because you're a United fan, you're a Chelsea fan. Let's talk about it.
I think it was a good result for United still.
You guys got smoked.
I know we got smoked. But I don't know why people because obviously Chelsea fans said, "Oh, I can't believe you guys are celebrating a draw." But like, what did you expect? Like, we weren't gonna come out especially the state that we're in. We were gonna come out play ball. We got a caretaker manager. We just got battered by Watford last week, 4-1. You can't expect Man United to come out and play ball at Stamford Bridge against the league leaders. It just makes no sense, bro.
So you're happy? You're happy with that?
I'm happy with the
A
result.
point at the bridge is always good.
If you told me before the game a draw, you take a point from this game, I said yeah.
Sure, of course, you'd have bit your hand off.
Yeah, 100%.
Sean, you were there at the game.
Yep.
Well, what's your analysis of the game?
I wasn't I'm disappointed with the Chelsea result.
Yeah.
I'm not really as disappointed with the approach for Man United because that's what they came to do. They came to defend and take a point. They know they're not in the best places at the moment, not playing wise anyway.
Yep.
But I just said, well, they got their job done. It's just like the front three of Chelsea's lineup was just horrible. I tweeted before the game, great lineup because this is horrendous.
Yeah, it was a strange lineup from you guys.
Yeah, I just didn't understand why they would have someone like Ziyech on Tellez' side when Tellez was probably the main target of the back four to get at, as well as the back two, to be honest. And Werner, I've had enough with Werner and Ziyech.
Oh yeah, he had a stinker.
Yeah,
he had that opportunity. I was surprised he didn't even hit the target. You know which one I'm talking about? The second
one. Yeah.
Come on, man. From where? You need to hit the target from there, man.
The whole front three were horrible. Cho I give a lenience to because he's only just started to play games, but he's been performing okay.
Yeah.
So I allow him, but he had a horrible game.
Cho's good though.
Yeah, he had a horrible game though.
But
he was on toast.
But maybe that's because Werner was playing. Cho plays well when you don't play with a striker, when it's fluid.
No, but I'm saying even sometimes when he was running back, like Rashford had him on toast.
Yeah, I saw that a couple of times. Just blow him
in real life.
I was shocked
crazy.
At how fast Rashford is.
Rashford's an athlete, man.
I don't think Cho is that fast. I really don't think he's fast. I think he's a very good quick dribbler.
I think he's quick on the ball. I think he's very quick on the ball.
I think he's a bursty kind of dribbler from starting position to just like starting position, isn't it?
Yep.
But he was struggling. But he could have slipped in Ziyech and Werner twice. Missed a big chance in the first 2 minutes. Yeah, I just went. But this is what I've been saying. We're toothless up front.
Yeah.
So because we haven't got the better players on the pitch, like we could have had Havertz, Mount, Lukaku, any of them could have started, and I'd have been a bit more happy than what the front three was out there on that day.
I think you have to give credit to Manchester United though, the way they defended as well. Because
Well, fucking Eric Bailly had almost an average position as same as David De Gea.
yeah, no, I think apart from the first 15 minutes, because it could have
Mad.
easily been 3-0. They could have easily been 3-0 up in the first 15 minutes. It could have been Liverpool all over again.
Well, the XG was 2.86
Yeah.
to 0.0 something,
Yeah.
0.1 something.
And
It shows you
apart from
guys
the
should
first
work.
15 minutes, I would say the first 15 minutes of the game where they could have easily been up 3-0. Apart from that, I think United defended well the rest of the game. I think in the final third after that, Chelsea didn't really make too much of a threat. Like, I think defensively we were really sound after that.
You crowded
The box,
crowded the central area as well, and you allowed us to get out wide. But having Werner up top, what's the benefit in going out wide to whipping balls to Werner? This is what I'm trying to say. Like, it just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
When you're going to play Ziyech and then Werner, why are we putting in crosses?
There's a lot of crosses. Like
There was multiple times when nobody was attacking the 6-yard box, and I'm like, come on, man, this is where Werner's got to be active.
But I'll be honest with you, this is how we've been playing against Chelsea in the past few years.
I say you have to play against Chelsea.
And I actually checked like before today. I actually checked Chelsea's record against United. They've only won one game in the last 10 against United.
Yeah.
Their
We haven't
their last
scored.
Premier League win against United was in 2017.
Yeah.
So and if you look at the way we played in those previous games as well, it's very similar to how we played yesterday. We just literally sit back.
It's about the respect
and
level.
just hit them on the break. And
It's about the respect level. I think that United know that they're not better than Chelsea, so they're saying, right, we're going to come here and play a certain style. Might come here to defend, try look on the counter.
Yeah.
Previously, when you've got better sides and you've had better squads, you've been trying to count. That's what they did. They'll come out and say, right, we'll counter them. We won't have possession. Even though we might be capable of being able to be on possession, we're not. We're going to counter-attack. In this scenario, they knew they weren't capable of being in possession and done what they had to do.
I think Chelsea as well. Yeah, I think they're more of a vulnerable team when they have more of the ball. I reckon they're more vulnerable. That's why they kind of struggle with United in comparison to Liverpool and City when they have more.
We just overcommitted hard, man. Because Jorginho by himself at the back trying to take a touch, but he was last
what do you
man.
think about that?
He just had too much confidence in him. It was like that kind of game sometimes. When you're playing and you're so on top and you're playing well, like Jorginho yesterday was really good throughout the whole of the game. Other than that moment, he was really good.
But you know that wasn't lucky, by the way. Like I'm saying that scenario, that situation. You can tell that's something that.
Well, the fact was two United players ready
just
in case to pounce on that.
Yeah,
shows that they were expecting some sort of like a counter attack like that where clear it out.
Yeah,
they've obviously in the tactical they've looked at only Jorginho stays back.
So
I was surprised
scenario. But I'm saying
it switches
maybe they
sometimes.
expected it. So but they've looked at the analysis.
When are you going to have Jorginho as last man?
They've looked at that. And maybe it's happened. Chelsea's happened. Maybe it's happened because for two players to conveniently be there and ready to pounce. I think they knew it was only one man back.
No, 100%.
It was planned.
Why is George the one who's covering?
I think
ask your coaches.
That doesn't make sense. Last man, George.
Yeah,
but that's crazy, man.
Like Sharky said, and I agree with him because that's why I say this. That wasn't like that situation. Fair enough, Jorginho made a mistake, but
no, you were always going to look to be getting in areas from when we'd have crosses, when we would have corners, and we were committing people forward or deep midfield like crosses. They were always going to have two people on the break. That's what it was. They set up with the two up front. They didn't want to play with Ronaldo because they know Ronaldo's not going to be able to beat someone on the press for 40, 50 yards run. They know Ronaldo's not going to beat someone. I think he could still do that. I think bro, he done it in the Euros. Remember against Germany when he cleared the box, the ball from the box. No, not him.
You have that one. You can have that one burst in
possession. You can have that.
Yeah, I'm saying in possession of the ball, but dribbling.
But speaking of Ronaldo stars, I'm going to bring you into this anyways because you've been enjoying listening to the.
I didn't watch the game.
I know. But have you seen? But have you seen the aftermath of Roy Keane and Jamie Carragher talking about Ronaldo?
Yeah,
and why he didn't start.
I watched it.
I
don't know why it didn't start, but I watched it.
Keane's waffling, man.
What do you think of that?
I completely agree with Carragher.
You agree with Carragher?
Yeah. Carragher's right.
Going against your legend.
Nah, but it's true though. Everything Carragher said is right.
Who do you agree with in that scenario? Carragher was saying, you bought in Ronaldo to win trophies and stuff, and why isn't
win the league and then Keane said he's here to win trophies.
No,
the only thing I'll give Keane credit is that he's been consistent with that statement since day one. So he's not like he's changed his opinion. He's what he said. What he said on that day is what he's been saying since day one, since Ronaldo joined. So I don't agree with it, but he's been consistent with that opinion that Ronaldo's not going to win United the league. He's been consistent with that, but in sense of in terms of what he's saying, I don't agree with
what he's come here for.
Yeah, for what he's coming for. Because of course he's coming to win the league title, bro. Like Carragher said, he's 37.
Yeah,
you think this is a project? We've got a project going on with Ronaldo.
Impossible.
He's joined the club to win trophies now, and that includes the league title and the Champions League. So I don't know where Keane is going with that angle. Still.
Of course. Well, moving over to the game this Thursday, United vs Arsenal. You guys host us at Old Trafford. Your home record hasn't been great at all for a while now.
Yeah.
We beat you at your ground last season. What? Before we get into the game, Rangnick has announced. I don't think he'll be at the bench on Thursday. I think he's got to do stuff like
50-50.
his COVID results. He's got to do stuff like that. Coming over.
It's highly unlikely.
Yeah, I don't think. But do you think he will pick the team?
Yeah. I think he will have a.
But I don't think he'll have a training session. Do you think he'll pick the team?
I think it will be a bit of both. I think Carrick will still lead the team, but
this game, Rangnick will pick the team.
I think I wouldn't necessarily pick the team, but I think he will have an influence on certain aspects. I wouldn't say the lineup because if you haven't done a training session,
he's not done a training session.
I think they'd have. I think Carrick will have the conversation as like, yo, boss.
Probably talking on the phone.
Yeah, he'll be like, yo, boss. I know you're the new manager and stuff like that, but obviously without the situation, I'm pretty sure Rangnick will probably say to him, listen, you're going to have the training session. You pick whatever's best for you on the weekend. After that, I'll be in next week and I'll take over.
Yeah, you agree with that?
I agree with that. Exactly what Sean said.
Well, from Arsenal's side, we just beat Newcastle at home. Contender for man of the match was your boy,
always
Nuno Tavares. What are you thinking for this game on Thursday against United away? What are your predictions? What do you think? How do you think? Are you confident?
I don't know about prediction. We'll roll them over.
You think we'll roll them over?
Roll them over, man. They're not good. United hasn't beaten Arsenal like 3-4 years now. It's like.
Do you know what I think it is? Yeah, it's like this is what I mean. It's about.
It's
in
not
football,
even me being cocky.
Nah, I know, but I'm saying in terms of like the top four, sometimes like the Man United's, Liverpool, Chelsea, City's, Arsenal's, even 5. But it's about the level of respect factor that one team has for another. I think like I said, with United, how they respect Chelsea, I think they fear Chelsea to be able to beat them like that.
Yep.
With Arsenal, I don't think that they, and as well, it's also about home fixtures.
They underestimate Arsenal.
Underestimating Arsenal, but that's what I'm saying. But it's like, that's what I mean. It's like the respect. So if you don't feel like as if Arsenal's going to give you much trouble, you might fancy yourself and say, you know what, we might go out there, we might just try we might try get on the ball, and we'll try and attack them. Yeah, but that's. But
they've struggled against us for quite a bit now in the league.
Bro,
in the league.
I remember last game.
I think let's be honest with you, the games that you guys have won, a lot of the times they like, for example, I remember the other day I was watching that video, the 3-0. You lot beat us at Emirates. That was the time when we basically rested half our squad for the Europa League final.
15
like,
or
there's
16,
been wins
man.
where for us it hasn't really been much of an issue in terms of like our league position or the situation that we're in when we're playing you. Apart from, I would say, maybe last season where you guys beat us at Old Trafford or Aubameyang penalty, all the other wins, I don't think they've been.
Even that win. I mean, if we can go back in time, I'd lose that because after that game we beat you guys 1-0. Our form went and you guys went. Like we literally straight after that win, we lost 3-0 to Aston Villa at home. And then we just went. I think we won like 10 games without winning games. Without win. I think we did a podcast on it.
Barely had any shots.
But then you guys started winning. So it's weird how that works. But you're saying a lot of the games we played were like not important to you, but this is because that fourth spot, the top 3 is more or less guaranteed.
Now this is the important game.
That fourth spot is between us.
You lot are way behind Arsenal right
West
now,
Ham.
and people were laughing at Arsenal stuff. We were all laughing.
This game would be like a huge game for our season.
But that's what I'm saying. So I'm confused why they made it on a Thursday. They kind of like put Thursday night. It's kind of like saying it's not a game of importance. People have work, man. People have work. It's like I'm confused why they're just dashing it on a Thursday evening, man. But then again, there's games during the week. But
we're gonna bop him.
But
I don't think so.
But how do you think?
I think he's
overconfident.
The thing is, carried away. I'll tell you right now.
Let me hear why.
For me, I remember last season, Partey ran the show. You had Pogba and everyone. He ran that show.
Yeah, but I don't think Pogba's playing this game. And
that's fine. But because Partey's playing for us. The only one I'm a bit shaky about, Sambi. But that's the only one I'm a bit. But if he just plays 5, 6, 7 out of 10, whatever. I know, because you guys don't have a midfield, so I know you're not gonna play possession based.
Well, does he keep this? Does Man United keep the same shape that they did against Chelsea?
No, because they're at home.
That's what I'm trying to say.
They'll change it.
Why don't be what he's saying? Yeah,
they'll change it, but I still think, me personally, they'll change it. But their defense is like, what's the difference of them? The way they've played at home even though Arsenal just coming. We're just going to roll them over. We're not doing the Liverpool or anything. We're not going to go
but the difference
like
is... The difference is Ole's no longer there.
2-0 win. You know, 2-0 that's a big statement, you know.
No, I'm saying the difference...
That's a big... You're coming into Old Trafford, you're going to win 2-0. We're going to keep a clean sheet against United.
I
could tell you that right now.
There's aspects...
Do you think you're scoring?
We're definitely scoring.
I think they will. There's aspects to it because the difference is, they've struggled home this season to teams, loads of teams. Aston Villa got a result, loads of teams. But the difference is Ole's not there anymore. And every United player right now is auditioning for a team in Rangnick's team. They're auditioning.
I can't lie. But like, look at the Chelsea game, bro. If we're not gifting them that chance, that's a shambles of a performance because we were eventually going to score. So that's a crazy performance.
Ole would have lost that game. Ole would have lost that game.
You see what you're saying?
Maybe, maybe.
But Sean, you see what you're saying in terms of apart from that mistake. That mistake is what United were playing for.
No, but you can't. You can't. Yeah, but a mistake like that, you can't play towards.
I don't like.
No, but they exploited a weakness.
For me,
it's not really a weakness, bro. It was one thing in the game. What our players should have done. It's based on our problem. It weren't based on them forcing something.
Yeah, but of course,
it's always your problem. I mean, Chelsea's problem because even when we've played you, Martinelli scored similar to Jorginho, where Kante slipped and we scored.
Yeah, but
last season Emil Smith-Rowe was a pass back.
You didn't necessarily. But you never
didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing. You gave us.
No, but I'm saying you never played. You never played to play like that.
But that's the argument I'm giving you. It's like it's not Man United that played okay or whatever. It's just Chelsea played shit.
But I'm just saying that performance, their performance was never ever going to sniff a goal in that game.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what Arsenal's done the same.
But you never played like that.
The point we're trying to make is,
I know.
Or you didn't intend to come out and not create a chance.
It's exactly similar. Where Sancho, Martinelli, Kante slips, Martinelli, same thing. Front post, even though it sounded like Sanchez's finish. Sancho, sorry, but exactly the same.
Part of a game plan and setting up for a team on the weekend is looking at another team's patterns, and they must have pointed out that a pattern is that you guys keep one man back from corners. Like he said, the Martinelli goal, it came from a corner, and then we ended up scoring from that corner. So it must be something. Obviously, it's like 9 times out of 10 when you exploit a team's weakness or a pattern, it doesn't happen because that player won't make a mistake. If it was Liverpool, Fabinho might have controlled it.
Kante's not a mistake. It's a slip.
He slipped.
I'm talking about in terms of setting up.
This one, it just looked. Like I said, the way there were those two players quick on it while the ball was still in the air. They were waiting. They're waiting just in case. They knew. But they're waiting. But they were told, 2 of you always stay up from corners, and it worked. And it's not always going to pay off.
That's what I'm saying. The game plan. What you have to give credit to United is,
Smith-Rowe. It happens here and there.
Jorginho pass back that went back to Kepa. No, he's not on his line.
But why I agree with him? I wouldn't say it's so bad. I wouldn't say United played bad.
Yeah,
you actually have to say the opposite. United, they had a game plan. And they stuck to their game plan. And the game plan worked.
I never said not necessarily that I'm saying that they played bad, but I'm saying they were never playing to score.
That's fine, but of course.
That's
if you look
what
at the
I'm trying to say,
bro, you have to look at the circumstances we're in. Chelsea are the league leaders, yeah?
They're playing to not concede.
We're away from... Yeah,
I know they're trying to... They try to come and get a 0-0.
No, they try to get a 0-0 or a 1-0 win.
A 1-0 win, yeah.
Not concede and get that...
Yeah, but I personally think that they would never... When you're there live and you see how high and far that ball's travelled high in the air, you can't necessarily say that you're planning... No, but you can't necessarily say that you're planning to have a counter-attack that's going to land with the ball hanging up in the air for that long.
You're ready for
that long.
I think they were just ready for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let's keep it. 1.6. I want to keep back to Arsenal.
Just sit off the same point. I feel like that is something they definitely practice on the training ground.
I think so.
That scenario, they practice because you see the moment Bruno touches that ball, Sancho and Rashford are
already running.
And everybody else is just kind of standstill. But these lot have already gone. So you could tell that it's definitely something they've definitely looked at on the training ground. They've been told to do 100%.
But let's keep back to Arsenal versus United. How do you think you'll set up for that game? Because you are at home.
I think we'll set up exactly the same way we set up against Chelsea.
So you're going to set... That was an away game at Stamford Bridge. You think you're going to set up like that at home against Arsenal?
Yeah, I think we would.
You don't think you're going to play...
Sure, Ronnie's got to start.
Will Ronaldo start?
Ronaldo could be potentially the change in the team. But I feel like
the same setup, but Ronaldo will come in.
I think the setup will be the same. I think.
You think we play 3 kind of defensive midfielders?
Yeah, I think we'll play the same way. I think.
I'm flattered.
It's dependent on how you're going to play.
We know that you guys will have more of the ball. This is what you have to prepare.
We shouldn't though. You're ground.
You shouldn't, but sometimes with football, you just got to. Sometimes the game plan is dependent on the opponent that you're coming against.
If they're going to play McTominay and Fred, or even Matic and McTominay, or Matic and Fred.
Yep.
You know that combination of the two is not going to keep the ball ahead of your midfield. no matter who your midfield is. No, but your midfield,
retain the ball.
Yeah, ball retention in midfield. You're going to be on it.
Partey's good on the ball.
Yeah, so you're going to be on the ball a lot more.
And Arsenal are very vulnerable on the break. That's another thing you have to understand. And we've got the weapons to hurt you guys on the break. So why would we? So if you're now Carrick, you're gonna think, okay, if a team like Arsenal are very vulnerable on the break, let them have the ball, and we'll do exactly what we did against Chelsea, and we'll find those opportunities to hit them on the break. And then obviously once you get those opportunities, you got to take your chances. Even against Chelsea, we could have won the game. You know, when he's made that mistake now, you give it to any other attacking player on that pitch, that could potentially be a goal. But unfortunately for me, you know what I mean? Like, it landed to the wrong player.
I think if Ronaldo starts,
he will.
I don't think you guys will win the game.
Only
reason is because I think I remember reading something on Twitter or Sky Sports something. Rashford and Sancho, they pressed the forwards the most, like first time in a while that they like the high pressure from the front compared to any game they've played this season, innit? So obviously with them two, if they're constantly pressing the defenders or whatever, then
but I think
it's a home game.
I think your back four.
I expect Ronaldo to play.
I personally think Arsenal's back four is quite competent at the moment.
I
don't think.
I'm not worried in the slightest. They can press us. I trust. I think,
but they're not going to press you. They won't press you. They won't. I don't think they'll press you.
They
won't.
And
that's a mistake.
But this. Bro, we've seen already. You guys can struggle under the press.
Yeah, we can.
No, they can. But whether you can do it, I don't think you can.
Unless you're Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool or Pep Man City, then I'm like, okay, cool. I'm shook.
Yeah.
United's press. No way.
You know, pressing is risky as well, especially if you're not like Liverpool are very good.
I'm not saying that's.
You know what I'm saying? If you try to press us, that's an advantage to us because your press will play out. Now forward plays a bit out of the game. That's how we won the FA Cup in the semi-final against Man City and also in the final against Chelsea. We scored goals from the other team trying to press us, and us playing it out because of that press, and we left players behind.
I know, and this is
so you got to be smart with the press.
This is what I'm trying to say to you, and that's why. Well, just going back to his point, this is what I was saying. I'm not saying that's how we're gonna play, but I said that's how United could choose to play.
But you got to be smart when you do it.
Exactly, but I don't think they'll play like that. You shouldn't. Just on the basis of you guys are better on the ball than us.
Yep.
You guys are more vulnerable when you're basically more vulnerable on the break when our teams are hitting you on the break. So.
Your best players are your forward, so it adds up.
It could be quite a boring game, you know. I can't lie to you.
It could be
Arsenal might say to Man. Arsenal might come up and say, you know what, we're going to give Man United a lot of the balls here, and we're going to try hit them if they try and press us.
We do play games where press was.
Because I think it might be like a. I personally think it might be a 1-0 or a 0-0.
I predicted 1-1, but we'll go to prediction at the end. I know you don't, but then again,
1-1.
I was going to ask you, would you start Martinelli or would you start Aubameyang? Because Aubameyang's been...
No, I need Oba, bro. I need Oba.
Oba's been on and off. Would you start Laka as well?
He has been on and off, but...
Would you start Laka as well?
He's been ass.
Start Laka as well. That takes away a midfielder though.
Laka, I don't want to play a 3 in midfield.
So I'm saying, how would you set up?
I'd keep it the same way. Yeah, I'd keep it the same way. Start Laka.
Start Laka?
Yeah, as in like...
play
Laka at the 10.
Yeah.
And then
2 centre-mids. So that's how we went to Anfield and we got popped.
You know, for me, Anfield, I know whenever we got Anfield's Bob City, it doesn't matter, bro. I don't care. We could have Messi, Neymar, we could have Chiellini, Benitez.
Well,
organized team. We're getting popped. It don't matter.
Odegaard Smith-Rowe started, didn't it, on the weekend against Newcastle?
Yeah.
Newcastle, yeah.
Does he play Odegaard and Smith-Rowe?
It was a home game against a team that haven't won a game.
No, but I'm just saying.
But it's like that's like when Ceballos used to play for us,
especially away from home,
like Burnley and stuff like that. Like, you know, we're gonna get a lot of possession.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro, with Arteta. Who would have thought Arteta would have gone to Liverpool away and played 2 strikers? That was suicide. I wouldn't be surprised with what Arteta does.
I don't think it was suicide.
Bro.
I don't think it was suicide. I just second half we capitulate. That's it.
A whole different team came out in the second half.
Bro, they did. Klopp just said turn it up, and they did. And we was just like, we was content. We was like, 1-0, maybe nick a 1-1, go home happy. Liverpool said, nah, we're going in for the kill, and that's what happened, innit? But for me, it's the same argument as usual.
This is an important game in the grand scheme of the season. It's an important game, especially for us to prove something to ourselves as well, because we're having a better season than almost anyone could guess to predict, right? But there's still like there's still like the wins that we've got We've lost to all the big teams.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We've not beat
that. We've still got a lot of questions.
We lost to Chelsea, we lost to
100%,
City, we lost to Liverpool, and we lost big.
I'm not clueless.
We lost big to all of them.
It don't matter.
Even
When your other
though
games,
The
Chelsea
only
City-
big game
yeah,
you won was the
of course.
North London derby.
Yeah, and is that big game as a manager that's on the verge of getting sacked? And then you got a reason. If you look on the games we've won, and you can be like, okay, Newcastle, Norwich, these teams that
doesn't
haven't won
matter. They're the
games.
essential wins.
Of course, but this is a statement one. If we go to Old Trafford and win, doesn't matter how United are at, if they got interim manager or not, if Carrick
it's a
will,
statement. It's a statement.
it's a statement win.
Yeah, of course.
And the same thing for United as well. The same thing for United. Imagine Carrick had 3 jobs in charge, 1 in Champions, 1 in Europe, he's won that. One at the Bridge, he got a draw there, and 1 at home against Arsenal, he got a win there.
Yeah.
And then he gives it to Rangnick.
But I think that's the new manager. You know that.
But regardless,
yeah.
that's nice for Carrick, and it's good for the club as well because it's also a statement win.
Of course.
And it's like both teams need this win. I think.
Of course, yeah.
Listen, if you win, you got 8 points clear of them.
Mad.
That's crazy.
Who would have thought?
8
Especially
points.
not you.
Definitely
You wouldn't have thought that. But we'll talk about that in the next video. Harry Maguire. He's suspended, right? Still
Lazy
for that
Maguire.
game.
Why
He's
you
still
call him
suspended
Harry?
Lazy Maguire.
He's
He's still suspended for that game.
Was it not 2
It
yellows?
was 2 yellows, so he should be back.
Should be back.
Would he start him?
Please
say yes.
Potentially, like he's club captain. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts still. Yeah, he's club captain, isn't it? And you know my opinion of him. I don't have to keep repeating on the show, innit? So for me, if you ask me, should he start? No. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And the thing as well with
look at Eric Bailly. Look at his performance against Chelsea.
Thing with Arsenal, with Aubameyang as well. But the reason I start him as well, obviously he's not been great in front of goal as we've seen, but he's the most forward pressing striker in the league.
And if someone like
So
Maguire
it's a shit start.
started,
It's a shit start, but like
it's
teams
not
like Man United.
It's not if a team like Man United when you press
from
them,
the front,
crumble,
it's like because I know De Gea, one of the worst like ball playing set keepers. So I don't mind if he presses onto him.
It's not that bad.
He's awful, bro.
No,
he's
he's
awful.
not
Him and
awful.
Lloris are bad.
he's not commanding goalkeeper.
he's
It doesn't
not-
come out.
he's
It doesn't
not-
come out.
him and Lloris
He's
are
not
bad.
that bad on the ball, bro.
Bro, he's awful.
And today's
I ain't gonna
10
lie
years
to you.
ago game.
One
Yeah, he's good.
One of the worst ball playing keepers.
Yeah, he's not great.
He's not great, but he's not one of the worst. That's
I think-
overstatement.
I think-
now. Come on, bro.
He's
One of the worst. Oh,
Bro,
David De Gea.
I've all the top,
Plays in the fucking Spanish
top
team, bro.
sides, yeah.
Come on, man.
I've all, huh?
I was saying, go on, finish.
Unai Simon starts, no?
Yeah,
Unai Simon
he
starts,
said he
but
plays
yeah,
in Spanish.
he
Yeah,
plays in
Unai
Spanish.
Simon starts though.
I'm saying
for
he
me,
plays in
this-
this. Like he's part of that Spanish.
You're saying
Spanish
that,
team,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
being able to
He's-
pass.
He's being able to
He's
pass,
top,
bro. He's
but
better in the pass, bro.
But let's be real, bro.
You said he's one of the worst.
Bro,
That's
but
an
let's
overstatement.
be real, yeah.
Do you know what the thing is? He
Like
tries.
21,
he-
bro. He's
do you know what
basically
it
English
is?
now.
He doesn't.
No, but yeah, but it's, no,
So
but
for
I
me,
hate what you're
like,
saying.
Do you know what it is?
I hate what
He
you're
doesn't
saying.
try.
Don't
He
say
doesn't
over.
try to hit high ones. He tries to hit very low,
Yeah, he
like
does, he does that.
zippers. And when you try to do that, a lot of the time it's gonna not do well for you. Edouard Mendy, I've been telling people he's not a great passer of the ball, especially that one that he tried to do first time yesterday, is shambles. Yeah, I would. He is down there.
So yeah, so speaking
Maguire
of,
as well, he's made mistakes.
Who?
He's
Maguire,
Maguire,
yep.
pressed him, he's made mistakes, lost the ball.
yep.
Bailly is very comfortable. Lindelof, he's excellent on the ball.
I don't think we exposed it
Lindelof's
enough. I
amazing.
think you lot will expose the centre halves a bit more than what we did. So I
Because we're
think
actually playing with a striker.
Yeah.
To you guys. So yeah, no, I hear it.
So predictions for this game. It's gonna be a good one. You're very confident, so I'll leave you till last. I'll go with the neutral first. Predictions for this game, Sean.
1-0 Arsenal win.
I'll be
I respect
over
that.
the moon.
I
I'll be
respect
over the moon with that. Thank you very much. Liban,
I'm going with 2-1 United.
2-1 United
2-1 United, yeah.
first.
We'll see. Go.
I'm going in the middle of both of you. I'm gonna go 1-1.
Sick check,
I'm going 1-1, hoping for a 2-1 Arsenal win.
Okay.
And Stars?
2-0.
Yeah, that's a sickness.
Comfortable.
That's an illness. You think
It's not really.
You think you're gonna come to Old Trafford? Win
Yo,
2-0?
I don't
It's
know.
not really.
I don't know what
It's
Man
not-
United
it's
you
not
think you
mad.
are,
It's
bro.
not happening. It's not happening.
I don't know what Man
And what
United-
Arsenal are you?
We're actually decent.
What Arsenal
We're
are you?
actually decent.
What
I
Arsenal?
ain't
The
gonna
one
lie
that
to you.
finished 10th last season. That what you are?
That's a completely different team to this year.
10.
It doesn't matter what
Jeez,
you are.
chill
You
out,
haven't
bro.
beaten
Finish
any big
8th.
team this season. You haven't beaten any big team this season.
Have
Who you been?
Have you been in a big team?
You haven't been a big team, but the way he's talking, he's confident.
Like,
Yeah.
for me,
Which big team have you been this season?
No, if you look into the future,
No, I'm not looking into the future. I want to know now. in the
Okay,
present.
cool. We beat Leicester away. That's a good fixture. That's a
Okay.
good win.
Okay.
We beat Tottenham at home. I'll take
Okay.
that. Obviously, the Russ, Liverpool boxed
Okay.
us. Man City
Okay.
boxed
Leicester's
us.
having a
We
poor
got you
season
now.
anyway. Leicester's having a poor season and Tottenham having a poor season, just like us.
They're not that bad. They're awful, but they're not
They're
bad.
having a poor season, bro.
But
In
it's-
comparison to the previous season, having a poor season, especially Tottenham as well. Tottenham
for
having
sure.
a bad season.
No,
as
fair
well.
enough. But they're what, 1 or 2 points behind you?
Yeah. No, we're behind them.
Exactly.
That's why this is a big
So
game.
that's why. So I don't know why you're that confident.
I'm that confident because our manager's gone. The guy that was the root of the problem is gone.
I don't know why you think
Think what?
to like Villarreal. You played well second half. I remember watching the game. You play well second half. They should have moved you first half.
Okay.
Chelsea, the way you guys speak about it, Chelsea should have won, but obviously
they didn't. They should be disappointed.
But you're that confident.
Yeah, but
that
this is what I'm
Arsenal.
trying. But this is what I'm trying to say. I always think it's about the respect you give a team in a specific game. Man City came to Chelsea. They gave us no respect. They said, you know what, we're going to go there. We're going to bop. They cooked us. If you've got the capabilities of doing stuff and you don't show the respect, you will cook teams. As long as you have confidence in it. And I think with Man United having a home fixture against Arsenal, this will benefit you more than it benefits them. If you was playing at home, I might go with a 1-1 or a 0-0. But I think personally it will benefit for me you just being at home. For them being
For me,
at
it's
home.
like history kind of repeats, like as I said, where they haven't beat us in 4 years, whether it's Emery, whether it's Arteta.
You keep saying that.
No, because
the wins, what have those wins?
It's one game.
No, for me, it does, because you know the period where Chelsea was bopping Arsenal?
Yep.
I knew going into that fixture, I'd be like, yeah, Chelsea will do us. It don't matter whether it's Emirates, whether it's Stamford Bridge. I know they'll do us. Where it's Man City, whereas Liverpool away, Arsenal playing. I remember I said to you from the start. I said Liverpool will bop us. It doesn't matter what happens. They always tend to bop us. There's teams that you just know they've got you. I feel like Arsenal.
That's you giving them the respect. That's what Sean was talking about. You're going into the game giving them respect.
But look, with Man United, I'm like, nah. They're just change the managers.
And
last points. I want to move on.
Those wins that you're speaking of. Those wins that you're speaking of, what did they do for your campaign? What did they do for your seasons? Nothing. But at the end of the day, it did nothing.
You still beat.
It was just bragging rights.
Still finished below them at the end of the season.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. So you keep talking about these wins. It's purely bragging rights. That's all it is for you.
What's these fixtures? We're talking about Man United versus Arsenal.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. So it's 1-on-1. It's not where we're going to finish at the end of the season. Okay. It's I don't know what is Man United versus Arsenal. I say
Okay.
So history says for me. Yeah. For the last 3-4 years, it's been us.
If you look at history, we've beaten you more times than you've beaten us in the Premier League.
Yeah, but I'm talking recently. It's not Sir Alex.
That's what I'm saying to you. So you can talk about 4 years.
But you've said
it's a different team. We got a different team. You got a different team. You're playing different football. We're playing different football. It's a new season.
Yeah, but you said 10-15 minutes ago. You said about Chelsea not being able to beat Man United in the last 5 years.
No, I'm referring to the way we played against you. We played the same way against you the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Also, haven't played the same football for the last 5 years. The last 4 years, they haven't played the same way. Man United haven't played the same way the last 4 years. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? Like, it's the football is different. Whereas
game by game,
guys, we've literally the template has been exactly the same. We just let you guys have the ball and we hit you on a fast break. That time when Lampard's first game for Chelsea in the Premier League. When you guys came to Old Trafford, we slapped you.
Nah, but that wasn't a slapping, though.
No, it was no. But
that game we were very much in the shout.
But that's what I'm saying to you. You see, if you look
4-0 one, that wasn't a 4-0.
That wasn't a 4-0.
That was crazy.
That wasn't a 4-0. But if you look at all our goals, they were all on a fast.
Yeah.
Every single one. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Is the template since probably the last 3-4 years against Chelsea has always been the same. We let you guys have the ball because we know that you can't. You guys struggle to handle the pace of like Rashford's, the Lingards. When these guys are on pace, you struggle with, and that's Man United's probably biggest strength. Again, with Arsenal, the way you lot are playing football now, you wasn't playing like that 2 years ago.
No, I hear that.
So it's completely different.
We're playing different football every year. But okay, so those are our final predictions for this game. Big game, Man United versus Arsenal. One of the Premier League's biggest, like history-wise, biggest fixtures. It's obviously diluted over the years, and it's not as big of a game, but. We know, bro. Like we don't care. Like these oil clubs, Chelsea, Man and City. We don't.
Liverpool though.
What do you want to say about Liverpool?
Bro, you have to give Liverpool credit.
We'll speak about them because the next topic is about all the Premier League teams. But we're talking about right now this fixture, closing it off. Yeah, if you don't care about the oil clubs, we're talking about real football, Premier League history, Man United and Arsenal. That fixture is a serious fixture. I don't care if we're not as big clubs as we were, but this is a big game on a Thursday night. Leave your comments below on your predictions for the game. It'll be cool to see if you guys get it right. If you want to add goal scorer as well, that'd be great. But those are our predictions for the game. And hit the like button and hashtag SDSPod on Twitter to get involved in the conversation. Thank you very much.